Welcome back to day 16 in Spring Year 1 of Stardew Valley. I forgot to do the sale thing, and we leveled up in mining and we leveled up in farming. I can make a beehive house now, and I earned like 2,700 gold, so I have money again. It's grace. Weather report for tomorrow. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. Fortune teller says. So we are not going to the mine. That is what the fortune teller says. We will be fishing today. Hey, mail. I hope you're feeling settled in your new home. I'm writing to let you know that Pierre's store is now selling fertilizers. Okay, thanks, Pierre. Okay, my crops are growing. Awesome sauce. I didn't want that. I will put you in here. Okay, so we don't have to... Yeah. Water any crops. I think we should definitely still look around for any... We can get berries, too. We can sell berries. Money, I am... Ooh, look at that! Yeah. Wait, we should just... Hey, I got some geodes. Nice. So how are you today? I am feeling awesome. I missed. Got some clay. Rainy day, rainy day. I love my rainy day. I kind of like those red sneakers we got yesterday. I'm kind of bummed that I replaced them with ugly brown boots, but whatever. Whatever, such is life. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I was in high school, I was obsessed with Sailor Moon. It was probably the show I watched religiously. When I was in my early 20s, I collected the movies of Sailor Moon. And one of my friends who was in the Navy even went to Germany, and he brought back some German Sailor Moon comics. I am a big nerd. And I even watched, there was a period of time in the 2000s that I discovered there was a Sailor Moon live action show in Japan, and I bootleg watched all of the episodes, and I loved it, even though it was so bad. It was so bad. I loved it. I'm gonna go take the earth crystal to Gunther really quick before we start fishing. We have all day, and we only have so much energy anyway. So I'm just thinking about like when they were singing the Sailor V song. There was a song for Sailor V in the, which is what Sailor Venus was first known as, in the live action show, and it always sounds like, I think they were also saying C'est la vie. And I don't know if that's what they were trying to say, but Sailor V sounds like C'est la vie. Such is life. I think that's what it stands for. I could be completely wrong. I could be an idiot, but that's just a random thing I was just thinking of now. Thank you, bye! I'm gonna go fishing at the beach. I didn't bring my pole! Oh my god! Let's go walk back home. It's fine. You know, I think we have enough money. I think we're gonna bite the bullet and we're gonna expand our bag, because I cannot literally stand how little space I have. Hi, oh. Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you? Dude, I've been shopping here for like weeks. Ahem. Come and get it, folks. Coupons for 50% off your purchase at Joja Mart. 50%? Well, any takers? I won't shop there. I'm not skipping. But I can't match those prices. I'd be selling at a loss. That's why you should shop local, kids. It must be so difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. Listen, Morris, you suck. But can you blame them? Joja Corporation is clearly the superior choice. Soon the whole town will realize that. What a jerk. What an absolute butthead. All right. Hey, Pierre, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna buy this bag. Yes. Ah, more space. Thank you. Bye. All right, let me go get my fishing pole. Walk my booty there. Do you guys have any shows from like, well, if you are a child, what's your favorite show? If you like growing up, was there any show you're obsessed with? Another show I was obsessed when I was a teenager was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because, okay, hold on. Let me get my fishing pole. Get it settled in. Settled in, it's story time. I don't need any of this. There we go. Give me that. Actually, I don't need this. Give me the hoe, just in case. So, early in the 90s, a movie came out, and it was called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it was so bad. It was good, but it was so bad. Like it was bad. It was very Valley Girl. It was definitely a comedy. It wasn't anything like the TV show. It was completely entirely hokey. And me and my best friend, we loved it because the guy who was Pee Wee Herman, he was in it too. And he had this death scene, and it was great, and it was funny. And so we were like kind of oddly obsessed with the movie, even though it was really bad. Don't ask me why. So fast forward to, I think I was in my junior year. No, it was my senior year in high school. And they announced they're doing a Buffy the Vampire TV show. And I was like, well, there is no way it's going to be as awful as the movie. And they're not even using the same characters. And so it was completely like, I liked it the way it was. And no, you can't top it. Come to find out that Joss Whedon did not want the way the show was, or the movie. He didn't want it to be as comedy. He wanted it to be more like the TV show was, where it was more of a dramedy. Like, it was more drama and suspense with comedy. You know how his writing style is. If you know him today, like, he's good at, like... I went the wrong way. Thanks. No, stop! What are you doing? He's good at writing, like, humor in the most... He makes drama great. Like, there's this movie... Cabin in the Woods too. It's a horror movie. It might be too scary for some of you guys, but it's basically like it's a horror movie that does not take itself seriously, and that's what I really love about it. Joss Whedon's like my hero. Anyway. So the show comes out, and I immediately become obsessed with it. Like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was just everything. I bought every single season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer on DVD. No shame. And I still have them, actually. Some of the CDs are scratched up because when Beth was little, she was a toddler. Did not take care of things. And, like, she ran rampant in the living room sometimes. And I didn't have cable when she was growing up, so I kind of raised her on Buffy. Like, we basically just watched through every single season on repeat. I raised her that way. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I watch it now, and I think to myself, man, these episodes would be completely different if they had the cell phone technology that we have today. Like, there were times when they couldn't reach somebody. It's like, they just had a cell phone. And it's so crazy to me to think that back in that time, cell phones were not a thing. And it's so crucial to everybody's existence now that we all have cell phones, that it's just weird to think of the world how it was before them. Of course, I remember when the world was before the internet. I'm old. Like, I had a pen pal, and she was in Finland, and to talk to her, you had to write a letter in a piece of paper and mail it, and it was like 2 weeks between communication. Like, it would take like 2 weeks for it to get to them, and then if they wrote it back, it would take like 2 weeks for you to get another letter. And sometimes they wouldn't write back immediately, so it would be even longer than that sometimes. And that was how you communicated with people that weren't in your local area. Your friends were determined by your area. Like, honestly, your friends were determined by what school you were going to and what neighborhood you lived in back in my day. And now, like, you have friends all over the world. Like, I have I don't think I have any local friends anymore other than my husband. But I don't have any friends. And it's really sad because I live in actually the town I went to school in. And I know there are some people that I was friends with in high school that live nearby, but one of my friends, she passed away a couple years ago from health problems. And I don't have any friends I see physically. I'm kind of a hermit. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. Okay. Man, this has been a rambly episode. You're welcome. Where was I going with this? The world today is a lot different than it was back then. That's all I gotta say. I know it's like the cliche, back in my day, but honestly, it really is like that. It do be like that. It do. Man, fishing in this game's hard when you're a beginner. Like, my bar is so little. I'm gonna go down here and get this. And I'm gonna, oh no, oh no! Okay, there we go. Oh. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. A fish. Boom. Life is crazy. It's just in 20 years. Like, I am going to be the big O40 this year. I'm an old woman. And if you didn't know that, gasp. Surprise! I'm old. And it's just crazy to me to think that even 20 years ago, when Beth was a baby, the world is completely different to how it is now. I mean, the whole Rona aside, the world is completely different. And it's funny too because because of how things are today, now I have to be like in my house in a hobo hermit, where like just a couple years ago I was doing this on purpose because I wanted to. I just don't socialize. And I feel like that's missing, but I feel like I should socialize more with people. I should be more social. I think that's going to be like my resolution for this year. I know it's like almost February. It is February now. I'm recording this on the 31st of January. I think my resolution is to be more social after after it's safe to do so. Like, I want to maybe hang out with my family more, or make a friend and hang out with them physically. Go to a convention. God, do you guys remember conventions? Weren't they great? Ooh, that's a big old fish. How are we doing on energy? We're doing great. We're doing amazing on energy. We should make a fish chest. I think we're going to. We're going to go back to the house and make a fish chest before this episode's over. Fishy, fishy, fishy. That's seaweed. Thanks for playing. When I was a kid, the world was completely different than it is today. But still, like, even the last 20 years when cell phones and internet were a thing is completely different than it is today. Cell phones were sort of a thing 20 years ago, but not so much. I remember my first cell phone, and it was one of those Motorola phones. It wasn't, definitely not how cell phones are today, where you can watch movies and connect to the internet. The first cell phone I had was like a flip phone. And I thought it was cool because I could text people. But only if I had a digital signal. If it was analog, then I wasn't able to text people. And it depended on what tower I was connected to or my service area, I guess. Like, I would be in a certain area, it's like, oh, this is analog. I can't text while I'm in analog. And texting was like you had to use the dial-up pad and push a button 3 times to get a certain letter. Texting was really obnoxious, I remember back then. So you would actually call people more than you would text people. All right, I think we're gonna head back. I did it for the halibut. It's something I used to say when I was a kid. I used to find ways to say words that I wouldn't get in trouble for saying. I think that's where for the love of pizza came from. My mom was really like, don't take their name in vain. And so I would just come up with really obnoxious ways. I would say hockey puck. And she's like, what did you say? I said a hockey puck. What do you want? All right, so we're going to put this and this and this. And I need, oh, the wood's over here. Hold on. Wood's over here. I need to make another chest. And we're going to make a fish chest. Nope, stop. Nope, stop. Wood plant. Okay, so we're going to save a sardine, an anchovy, this guy, and this guy. And the rest are going into the bin with you. I'm going to make some moonies. And not forget that I have to do the money thing before we end the episode. All right, so put this back away. Give me this. Thank you. Good things, bye. I need to move that chest too so I can go walk straight away. All right, so let's see what we made. Yes. Yes. Level 2 fishing, +1 fishing rod proficiency, new crafting recipe bait. We made 10 gold from foraging, 364 gold for fishing, for a grand total of 374 gold. Like if you guys have liked this video, don't forget to hit the bell to find out when I post new content, and I'll see you guys next time in Stardew Valley. Bye-bye.